teams that we've seen Tojo Yamamoto associated with, and that takes in a lot of
some tough ones. He sure has. I'll tell you what. Going all the way back to himself and Professor Ito, I remember. Pretty tough team. Right up through this one right here, climbing in the ring, Shogun Masamune and Samurai Shinji. They'll be going against David Johnson and Chris Frazier, and I sure don't... I would hate to be in their shoes today, to tell you the truth.
They not only, they're certainly the heavy favorites in the match in there, but they not only want to win it, they always take pleasure in hurting somebody when they get in that doggone ring.
Exactly right. And they're up there now, ready to go in a tag team match. It'll be one fall, 10-minute time limit. Tojo Yamamoto is in the corner, and also T.Y. Chuhai. Tojo has a kendo stick. Chuhai's over here with a samurai sword.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's all we need out here, huh?
It's always a comforting thought when you see somebody as crazy as T.Y. Chuhai walking around with a sword that could barbecue you here any minute. In the ring, it's Masamune. Oh, he's just killing Chris Frazier. Just slapped him with a chop.
He really smacked him with a chop back on the ropes, flips him in the center of the ring, over to the to his partner, makes the tag with a hip throw. He puts him down. Got him up in the air with that fireman's carry and then just dropped him backwards onto the mat. Throws him over to the corner. It says, tag your partner. David Johnson coming in. David comes in, but he has jumped immediately.
Put him on that hip and bounced him down on the floor, and David Johnson making a run at Masamune, and Masamune with that spinning back kick just took him out of action right away.
Popped him right down to the mat. David, oh, there's another one. David again hits the mat. Masamune throws David Johnson over to the corner and allows him to tag Chris Frazier. Frazier back in.
I don't think Chris is completely recovered from that first effort in there, Dave.
That's just what I was going to say. It looks to me like he needed a little more time to relax and rest and recuperate over there, and he just didn't have it because Johnson was really getting battered too. Masamune lost his headband in one of those exchanges. Tojo Yamamoto scooped that out of the ring.
Masamune, it looked like it's, and I have no idea, but just looking at it in there, he may have broken Frazier's nose in that first exchange in there. And Chris, as you indicated, had not recovered. Samurai Shinji comes in, slams him down, and tags back to the bigger Masamune, Shogun Masamune. Up in the air and slam him down to the mat, and Chris Frazier is really being devastated in there. Masamune again whips him across. Big spinning back kick, and he caught him with a full leg that time, Dave.
He puts a foot on his throat, count is 2, 3, and that's it. Actually, just below the throat. And now the Japanese team kicking Chris Frazier out of the ring. David Johnson then try to help him out, and they just kick him unmercifully too. Tojo up there with a kendo stick, and Johnson and Frazier finally out of the ring. Here comes a little help in the form of the Mason-Dixon connection. Tracy Smothers and John Paul, they arrived just in time there.
Yes, coming over here, John Paul. Man, we're glad to see you back.
It's good to be back. It's great to be back in Memphis. Look at all the smiling people.
Well, and here's a young man I haven't seen in several weeks because he got injured while I was away on vacation. Tracy Smothers. Trace?
You know, Lance, you know, it is a pleasure to be back. It's good to be back, and I'm lucky to be back. I'm lucky to be back in wrestling. You know, Eddie Marlin came to me when I first got here today, and he said, Tracy, he said, what is the toughest situation you have ever been in your entire career? You know, I thought long and hard. I've been in this sport 4 years, and I've been hit with everything but the kitchen sink. But I'd have to say the toughest situation was 3 weeks ago right here when I got DDT'd on this table right here and then power drived on the floor. And I think we got some film of that.
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, it was a situation where Shogun Samurai, you see P.Y. Chuhai out there, everybody trying to get a little piece of the action in there. And Tracy ended up right here on this very table. It was actually destroyed, and out Phil Hickerson, P.Y. Chuhai with a helpful spike from Masamune and Senji.
You know, if that wasn't enough, they DDT me on the table right here. Then the coup de grace, they come out here, pile drive me on the floor. You know, I always respected the Japanese athletes. I've competed in Japan on 2 different occasions. I've always respected you guys, but 3-on-1, you're a real big, tough man. Let me tell you something. It ain't over to the fat lady sings, man. And I don't see no fat ladies out here whistling Dixie, so that means you got to face John Paul and Tracy Smothers, the wild-eyed Southern boys. So you buckle it up real tight, boys, because when we come in the Superstar, we ain't coming for no wrestling match. We're coming for a fight. So Tojo Yamamoto, you better get out of town, you and your stinking Japs, because there's 2 new sheriffs now, John Paul and Tracy Smothers, the wild-eyed Southern boy.
Glad to have you guys and looking forward to the match. Time out. Be back in a moment.